Hi, my name is Elizabeth Wagner. I'm a hand weaver and a textile designer. Welcome to my channel, Illumination. We've been weaving a scarf on a floor loom, and we finally got our scarf off of the floor loom, and now it's time to prepare the fringe, and then we're going to wash it, and then we should be done with our project, our first weaving project. So I wanted to show you how I've decided to twist my fringe. You can leave the fringe just hanging straight down, or you can twist it up into little cords, and I wanted to show you how to do that. So you can decide for yourself how you want it to be finished, but just in case you wanted to twist the fringe, this is how I do it. So here's my piece that I took off the loom. It's just this long scarf that we wove together, and this is the end of the scarf where I actually tied it onto the front rod of the loom when we started weaving. So you can see in here that I've still got this header, and this is just that scrap yarn that I was saying that we needed to use in order to start to separate the groups of yarn so that all the warp ends were spaced evenly apart. So what we have to do is we want to start at one end and start to twist the fringe. But we have to get the header out of here so we can start to twist the fringe. So normally what I do is I kind of separate the warp ends a little bit, and you just have to work with it to pull these things out. You can even remember this is a scrap yarn, so we are just cutting it out. Just be careful when you're cutting it that you don't cut one of your warp ends. What I like to do, because I don't want to take all of it out, I want to keep it here so that the rest of this doesn't unravel. And I just want to do little groups at a time. So first I'm going to take a few warp ends on the edge here and start to pull out this scrap. And if you're really careful, you can take your scissor and sort of snip the pieces out. You just have to be really careful you're not snipping a warp end. You can do that all the way up. Or you can just pull it like this. But again, just pull some of it out. Don't pull the entire scrap piece all the way across. Don't pull it all the way out, because then the rest of these are going to be unraveling, and you don't want the weft to unravel. So you can pull all these. So I've got all these little ends kind of pulled out of this one group of yarn, and I wanted to do two. You just got to kind of keep these off to the side if you can. And two. And what I want to do is both of these groups of two, I want to twist each one. So I'm twisting to the right. Twist, twist, twist. Do you see how it's starting to over twist and sort of curls up on itself? That's what you want it to do. But you got to kind of hold it straight so it doesn't do that. So I'm twisting the one on the left. It's just two warp ends. I'm twisting and twisting and twisting. And then when they're really nice and over twisted, see how they're just really over twisted? Then you twist them the opposite way. In other words, I twisted this to the right and this to the right, and now I'm going to twist them into each other, and I'm going to twist it to the left. And that will help them to grab. That over twist will help them to grab onto each other. And so you need to do this for every group. And you can put 3 ends in one little grouping or whatever you want, but the more ends you put in, obviously, the thicker the fringe is going to be. So I want my fringe to be, I don't know, maybe about 2 inches or so. I don't like really long fringe, but it's totally up to you however long you want it to be. So now you can see the little fringe that I have. And then you just put a knot wherever you want the fringe to end. I'm going to put my knot right like around here. It's about how long I want the fringe. And that's it. And then just leave this tail, and later on, after we wash it, we'll cut all of these tails off. Or you can leave them if you want. It's, again, up to you. So I'll do another one so you can see. There are 3 little ends right there, and the 4th one is still in this scrap yarn. So I'm just going to gently pull it out. And I start twisting the one on the right. Got 2 ends on the right. Twist, twist, twist. And then I'm just going to hold on to that one and twist the one on the left. Twist it up real good. And then I'm going to take the 2 of them together and twist them around each other to the left. And that over twist is going to help them grab onto each other. Just don't let them go from their original twist to the right. And you got to do this over and over. So I got a nice long piece of fringe, and then I'm gonna do just an overhand knot. There. And I'm going to measure it against the first one that I did so that they're all even. So now I got 2 little pieces of fringe. And that's all you do the whole way across. Now I'm going to show you how I usually cheat at this so I don't have to do every single one by hand. But you need a special little tool, which I don't know that they make anymore. But I'm going to show it to you anyway, just in case you happen to have one or happen to look on eBay and find one or whatever. So what it is was originally made for hair, and I don't think it went over too good, but weavers really got to get a lot of use out of it. So here are my 2 ends, and this is my little secret weapon tool, and it was made for hair. I don't know what it's called, but it's made by Conair. And you can hook the yarn into each one of these, and if you push this button forward, it twists the ends in the same direction to the right, just like we did by hand. And then if you push the button backward, it goes like that, and it's much quicker. Sometimes you can find special fringe twisting tools also, like from places like Yarn Barn or whatever, but I found this years ago and it works really good, so hopefully it'll never break, because I don't know if I'll ever get another one. But that's my fringe. I've done this end already so you can see what it came out like, and I'm going to leave all these tails on here. You can see where the knots are, and then I'm going to cut it all after we wash it. So on my next video, you work on your fringe and get it all finished, finish twisting it, and then we can wash it and then trim it, and we'll be done. Thanks for watching. Bye.